Hi everyone. In the last video, we studied about principal conjunctive normal forms. Next topic is principal disjunctive normal forms. So we will see the definition of PDNF. That is, for any formula, for any statement given in the problem, it should be written as a equivalent formula consisting of a disjunction of min terms only. So that we call it as a principal disjunctive normal form. And PDNF, it's nothing but the sum of min terms. The sum of min terms. Min terms are, it's a product of variables. It's a sum of min terms. We call it as PDNF. Working rule to obtain PDNF. So step 1, with the help of equivalent rules, the given statement formula can be rewritten in terms of and, or, and negation. Next step, apply the fact with and t. That is, P and T is equivalent to P and T is equivalent to P. Step 3, we have to write, instead of T, we should replace P or not P, that is equivalent to T. In step 4, by applying distributive rules, we have to simplify, and we can also apply commutative rules in order to bring the, it's a sum of min terms, which is the required formula statement for PDNF. So we will see a problem 1. Obtain principal disjunctive normal form P and Q or not P and R or Q and R. So this is the given statement, and we should bring this statement in the form of a principal disjunctive normal form condition, that is a sum of min terms. So here write the question, and in next step we have to write that we have to apply P and T is equivalent to P. So I will take with all terms. With the first term I am taking and T. With the second term also I am applying and T, and with the third term also I am applying T. So here when I observe P and Q and T, this can be written as P and Q, and this T can be replaced as, actually we have three variables P, Q, R. So P and Q are, here in this question itself we are able to see there are three variables P, Q and R. So in first term we have only P and Q. So R can be combined with this. So instead of T, I am writing R, R or not R. This T can be replaced in this way. In second part, P and R is there. And instead of T, I can substitute Q or not Q. Then in a third term, Q and R are there. P is missing. So that P can be replaced as P union not P instead of T. T we are replacing as P or not P. So that the first term with R, second term with the Q, and the third term with the P we have inserted. In next step, we can split this one with the help of a distributive formula. That is, here we can write, here one R is there. So using this P and Q and R, that is your first term, sum or P and Q and not R. So like that we can split this one with the help of distributive formula. So here I have written this P and Q and R or P and Q and not R. Then the second part again by using distributive law we split it, not P and R and Q or not P and R and not Q, or Q and R and P, or Q and R and not P. So totally we are getting 6 terms, 6 parts. In all the parts we have P, Q and R. Next we can take the unwanted, that is by using the formula some terms can be reduced and we can write it in a order, so that we can check whether we formed the max sum of min terms. So here P and Q and R or P and Q and not R. Okay, first one and second one are we got. It is a min terms and it is having with a sum. Then second part, not P and Q and R sum, or not P and not Q and R. These two terms are also fine. Then we have actually we have some terms are repeated. So here when we check, what are the repeated terms here? QRP. Is there any QRP? No. Yes. Here the first term and the fifth term are same almost. So we have written only one time. The next one QR, yeah. The fourth term and last term are same. So we can write only once. We should not write the repeated terms. So totally we are having the sum of min terms with the 4 terms. So by using the commutative rule and idempotent rule, we brought this answer. This is a required PDNF. Next, moving on to problem 2. Obtain PDNF of P implies P and Q implies P. So first thing, by using Q implies P. So what is the formula? P implies Q can be written as not P or Q. So here we can apply, and here also we can apply that formula. So in the first part we write not P or Q. So here I can write not P or the second part P and not Q. Q or P also I am applying the formula not Q or P. Next by using the distributive law we can write not P or P and not Q or P and P. So by using law, I splitted the second part into two values. In next line, not P and T or P and not Q or P and T, where P and T is nothing but P. This P can be replaced as P and T. Then I can club these two. That is not P and this T can be replaced as, this T can be, already P is there. I want to replace this T as in terms of Q. So what is that? By using the formula P or not P, which is nothing but T. So P or not P. Similar way Q or not Q can be replaced as T. So that's the thing. T is replaced as Q or not Q. And again here, this T can be replaced as Q or not Q. Now, I can apply the distributive law here. So, if I split this part, not P and Q or not P and not Q. And here P and P or P. Here also I can apply the distributive formula. So, here P and Q or P and not Q. So, totally we have 5 terms with the help of distributive law. Next, we should take the commutative law and idempotent law. Here we can rearrange. Any repeated elements are here? Yes. The third one and last one are repeated. We can take any one. And other values are different. So we write not P and Q or not P and not Q or P and not Q or P and Q. So it is nothing but the sum of min terms. So this is the last step and this is the required PDNF. So that's a problem, and we, according to the rule steps, we should apply each and every formula in the problem in order to bring the PDNF. Thank you, students.